when you're incorporating at the very beginning of your company, there's those questions. Are you an LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp, a nonprofit, a B Corp? What are you? When you're doing that, you can do it yourself. You can get a friend who's an attorney and hire them for potentially a lower rate, or you can get one of these really big kind of tech monolithic firms that will cost you, up to $800, $900 an hour for the partner. I'm Cooper Harris. I'm the founder and the CEO of Klickly. Klickly is a software to make it easier for consumers to buy the things that they want and give to the things that they believe in. So the way you choose your firm, a lot depends on the resources that you have. I have some suggestions though, and some maybe tricks for circumventing some of that or potentially maximizing your bang for your buck. And one of them is, if you have a really solid team or a really solid idea, you can convince some of these reputable legal firms to take you on as a client with a deferral. Or potentially, and I'll explain what that means in a minute, or potentially with what they'll call like a startup package. So maybe that's a discount. They'll do your entire incorporation, your founder documents, and everything for a very reduced rate. The deferral I was talking about earlier would be a scenario like maybe in which they say, we're gonna defer the first $15,000 worth of legal fees, and when you raise money, because we believe you will, you're gonna pay us back. So that's a nice way for them to still make the same rate that they would make, but show you, we believe in you and we're gonna take a chance on you, and you can defer those payments until you raise a certain amount of money. So with that deferral method, there's pros and cons, right? A pro is that you don't have to pay them right then, because you probably don't have a lot of money as that infant stage startup that's just creating your founder docs. And that is what we did. And so the con for the legal firm is, well, if you end up never raising that money and you just go under, well, whoops, they just lost 15 grand, right? But it's mostly big firms that do this and they can probably afford it. I mean, that's the chance they're taking, right? The con for you as a company, if you take that, is that you're still paying $800 an hour. So $15,000 sounds like a lot of money. It's not that many hours if you actually do the math, right? It may just be those initial documents, which might cost a more junior but equally equipped attorney $5,000, but you just happen to pay $15,000. And you feel good about it now, and it is good because you're not having to pay for it now. The reality is you're still actually going to pay $15,000 the second you raise that money. You're gonna get blindsided by the fact that maybe 5% of your raise or whatever it is now gone. And potentially more, because if they're also doing the documents for the fundraise itself, so the convertible note or the price round documents themselves, that's probably another $10,000 to $25,000 as well that you will be paying them. And I'm not saying it's a bad idea. Sometimes it's perfect. Great, it was great for us. But you have to keep in mind, you'll be paying that out the second it comes in. It will, that's something you have to remember.